This Bitcoin chart is explaining why the Bitcoin bottom is not near to be here. Because the volume didn't get in the markets. What we have been seeing in other bear market bottoms is something we are missing right now, and this is signaling for the next major leg towards the downside for Bitcoin. Also, if you look at the 14-year support, no buy momentum is getting in the market, and we are just seeing much sell momentum, no volume for buys, and this could lead for a massive move and capitulation spike towards the downside. We are still in our short position we have been discussing over the last few days, but the next major trade scenario is unfolding over on Bitcoin, and I will deep dive into every single detail about this setup in today's daily update video. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X, and of course to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those daily update videos. And let's dive right away into the content for now, because this chart is telling us exactly what is about to happen with Bitcoin. If we look at the bear market bottom in 2022, what we saw was a major volatility spike towards the downside. Bitcoin was sending into a massive bear market. Bitcoin went down literally vertical, and this was also where people panicked, etc. But when the volume came in the market, the Bitcoin bottom was near to be in, and after that Bitcoin started to rally towards the upside. Also, if we look at this whole down move, what we can see on the volume oscillator is that volume wasn't that big. That means that nobody is scooping up their Bitcoin, that sell volume is taking over the whole market, and that is exactly what we are seeing right now once again. But we have been seeing an increasement of volume when the bear market bottom was near to be in. And that means that people were buying into Bitcoin once again, that big players were playing with the Bitcoin price. And that was the signal that the Bitcoin bottom was near to be in, and Bitcoin started to rally towards the upside afterwards. If we compare this bottom volume we have been seeing right over here to what we are seeing right over now, we are seeing not a single volume spike within this drop. We are seeing even lower volume than the whole down move we have been seeing in 2021 towards 2022. We're not even close to that volume, and that is something I am really worried about, because we are not even near the volume we are seeing right here. Nobody is buying Bitcoin right over here, and we are not even close toward volume spikes like this. And to make a bottom from off a heavy down move from off this, what we have been seeing right over here, a heavy sharp down move, we want to see volume kicking in the market, because volume means that buying and selling pressure is getting in the market. And right now we are seeing not even a single volume spike, which means that there is no buy pressure, that there is no reason that this is the Bitcoin bottom. And we need to see a lower Bitcoin price to maybe see the volume kicking in the market once again, because we are seeing right now that nobody is interested in setting the bottom at $66,000. That means that Bitcoin needs to go lower to find a point where market makers, well, whales, want to buy back their Bitcoin, and where they want to make the bottom, because that is not the point we are at right now. And also with that, the next major move towards the downside is inevitable for Bitcoin, because I'm gonna say you one thing, this is not the Bitcoin bottom. Maybe we will see a relief rally, but the volume is still so low. The volume is not kicking in once again, so we need to look for lower prices to create a bottom on those lower prices. If we look at this 14-year-old support level, what we are currently seeing is that we have been breaking this 14-year-old support level. This supported the Bitcoin price for over 14 years. And in the last few months, we have been breaking this towards the downside. We have been perfectly retesting it. And after that, there was the falling knife going towards the downside, and there was no support stopping this falling knife. And I still think that there is no support at this point that will stop this falling knife. We need to see lower prices to create a Bitcoin bottom. We are not at the prices for a bottom right now because the bearish momentum is just too big and the buy momentum is just nowhere in the market. We are falling pretty hard, and I really don't think that that is gonna stop within the next month. But that doesn't mean that we can trade Bitcoin on the lower time frame, because I am still in this short position I've been talking about in the last few days. I said yesterday we were in this profitable position. I set my stop loss towards break even. That means that I couldn't lose on this trade, and if Bitcoin tend to pump towards my entry of approximately $68,700, I am break even out of this trade. Bitcoin was trending towards the upside, but we didn't see a tap towards my break even level, so I am still in this position, and Bitcoin started to rally down afterwards. And I still think that we will see some lower prices on Bitcoin. That is why I'm not out of this position. I'm running this towards at least 64.8k to take any profits, and maybe I want to short this even lower here on Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin price is just not strong enough to hold on these levels. We have been getting supported by this price, but we need to fight with this support to create a move towards the downside. And in literally 3 hours, this whole uptrend that we have been creating, fighting against the bears, was just ignited by 3-hour candles, and I think we will go see lower prices for Bitcoin. That is why I don't want to long the market from off this point. I really think that if we manage to break the next low towards the downside right over here, that I'm gonna add to my short position on the retest, because I really think that the next down move is here to come for Bitcoin, and that is why I don't want to long the market from off this point. So if we manage to break this low towards the downside, the low we are currently at, with the candle open and a candle close, I'm waiting for a little pullback to short Bitcoin further towards the downside. That is the exact setup I am looking out for right now. And if this unfolds in the markets, I will keep you posted right away. But please make sure to join my free Telegram community with the first link in the description, because that is the first channel I will keep you posted over about every single trade I'm taking. And of course, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, because I am literally saying every single thing I'm doing in the market, sharing every single setup right over there. So you need to be subscribed to never miss a move on crypto once again. And then it's really important to trade those moves over on safe and trust exchanges with the best performance here. Please make sure to sign up on either BTCC or either Maxi through the link in the description. Those are the best exchanges with the best trading circumstances possible. So please make sure to sign up on one of those exchanges to trade the moves I am giving you right in my Telegram channel and over on my daily update videos. If we look at the on-chain data, what we can see is that the Bitcoin realized losses just hit a $2.3 billion. And this is happened only once before in the history of Bitcoin. And no, this is not good news for Bitcoin, because the last time we've been seeing this was in June 2022, and that was during the Luna collapse. That was a major event. What was happening? And here is the real difference, what we are seeing right now. Then Bitcoin was at the $90,000, and right now we are at the $67,000 with a correction from the all-time high. And this means that the same scale of pain and completely different context are happening right now. And this says that the capitulation is higher than ever. And of course, this is what we want to see for a bottom. But what we have been seeing right over here, when we saw this capitulation spike and realized loss spike towards the upside, we of course were close to a bottom. But after that, there was a period of almost a year where Bitcoin still traded towards the downside, right over here and right over here too. And that is something similar that could happen right now. A really slow downtrend towards the downside to go towards the $50,000 to pull buyers back in the market before the next move towards the upside will start. So this capitulation move doesn't mean that the bottom is actually in. It could be very, very close. But for now, This is not a really good signal what we are seeing on Bitcoin, and I'm gonna end the video with that. Please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. And of course, I would really appreciate you guys to subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you never want to miss a daily update video once again. And I also would really appreciate you that if you like this daily update video to smash up the like button, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.